Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Pixel Retouch Academy. Alright, in today's video we'll be looking at eye-hand photo retouching. So have you ever come across some images like this or some retouch like this that require a very tough edit? You can see in this image there are rough blemishes, a lot of blemishes, pimples we need to deal with, and as a beginner this can be a little bit frightening, or should I say troubling at first when you don't know how to go about retouching images like this. But in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do this easily, like my workflow when I come across skin like this, and I'm also going to show you the best blur value you can use when doing frequency separation and also when retouching skin like this. Just basically my workflow, how I go about it. So stay tuned, because I'm just going to unleash a little secret that usually make my workflow or my work look pro. Alright, so now once you come across this, first of all let's duplicate so we have something to look back on. So I'm going to be fast on this one, just follow up, and you can let me know in the comment section whichever you don't understand. So first of all, what I do is I usually remove the blemishes, at least the ones that I can lay my hand upon, and I use a lot of tools. I can use the spot healing tool, I can use the patch tool, and I can use the clone stamp tool. But for this tutorial I'm going to be using the spot tool, but the right tool to use is this one, the clone stamp tool, where you actually select a particular place and just do that. But I just want Photoshop to do that for me, so I'm just going to quickly remove. So now you can see that spot, it's not actually looking nice. That's because we're using this tool. So I'm going to undo that, Ctrl Z, and then I'm going to come with the clone stamp tool, and this is what I'm going to do. Hold and Alt, select a particular spot and left click, and then cover that space up. So that's just basically what I'm going to do, like that. Sample in a clean area and paint over the place you want to adjust, just like that, as simple as that. Alright, so now that we are done with that step, we're going to go further, but let's see our before and after. You can quickly see our before and after. So I remove all of that and I show you why you cannot use this one. You can also use the patch tool, you can use the alien tool brush, but not the other one, because it's actually going to take out the skin texture. So note that. So we have before and after. Now we can go on to the next step, which is actually where we need to blend the skin texture and the color. But first we need to separate it. So you have heard of frequency separation. That's what we're going to be doing right away. So I'm going to be using this plugin. You can also get the actions. We have frequency separation right here, advanced frequency separation. We also have this frequency separation. It says this 3 frequency separation, so you can use any of that. Now I want to get the color profile. So for us to get the color profile, let me just do everything manually. You're going to come here, go to color, solid color, it's okay, turn it off, double click inside, and then you're going to select the eyes. Of course we already know that the eyes is white, so we're going to select that part, it's okay, turn it on and change the blend mode to divide. Now you're going to get the right color profile, but this is actually too bright, so we're going to take it up. The more we take it up, the more it gives us what we need. So she's going to just give us the color profile, and we can choose either to make it saturated or bring it down. So I just want to leave it like this to give me the right color. Now I can go to U as well and change the U, but that's the U of the eyes where we selected, so it's okay. So we can quickly see before and after. Now we have the brown skin we are actually looking for. So here you can also look further and look at the blemishes, the ones that are remaining. But for now, we're going to continue. Now I'm going to create a stem visible layer, or just make this tool layer. And now we can do a frequency separation. You can have the actions, or you can use any of your plugin that has frequency separation. So I'm going to be using this one. I'm just going to click on it, and it's going to tell me the blur value. Now this is where most people get it all wrong. Let me quickly just explain something. Once you see that there are many rough blemishes or rough texture, you are actually going to choose a lower blur value, and that's going to smoothen out the skin on time. But if you choose a higher blur value, you're going to find problem making the skin look uniform. So for this one, I'm going to click around. Let's just use 2.3, and I believe this should work fine, or we can even go further backwards. So let's just use 3 anyway. So 3 should be fine. It's okay. We can always come back to it. Now it's going to select the brush, and what we just need to do is also going to select this one, but I think I changed it earlier just because of what I want to demonstrate. So I usually leave it at 9. And now we're going to paint over like this, and you can see that assuming the skin the blur value is high, it's actually going to start looking plastic. And again, let's just undo that, Ctrl Z quickly. So now I'm just going to paint. Now don't paint roughly, just paint in one direction. So that's what you're going to do, in one direction, so that the skin merges together. If not, you're going to have I'm holding down, drawing, holding down, drawing, release, holding down, drawing, release, holding down, drawing. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not holding down and I'm doing like this, no. So just know that that's what I'm doing. This and take this in, we can see before and after, just one big difference. Okay, so now we can create a stem visible layer, and then Control Shift Alternate E or Shift Control Alternate E, and now we can do manual let's choose dodge and burn. So dodging and burning. So I want to dodge, and let's increase the brush tool. I want to dodge this side to make it have the same light. Okay, so this middle part as well. That's just a simple workflow I do. Now once we have it like this, we can sharpen it. So let's go ahead and first of all create the sharpening. You can use any of the sharpening too, but I like using one of my sharpening. Yeah, like I said, you can get all these actions. So just click on sharpen, and it's going to sharpen that image. Change the brush to this, make it bigger, and apply it. So this is what we get, and we're not yet through as well. We didn't touch the neck, so don't worry about that. I want to make the eyes white. I can also go ahead and use the SS white, this one. Right. I don't know why that happened, so just apply, and you can see how it's actually too much. So let's just come here, and we can turn off something, either the curves or this one. So that's that should be good. I think I need to turn off the photo filter and go to this one. Let's close it and make sure it's black and white. So all in all, we have this. I'm just going to add a little bit of contrast, brighten that contrast, and to shape the face the more. That's too much, just like this, and boom. So we can make more advanced enhancement. I'm just going to hold and shift and group all of this, and we're coming from this to this, from this to this, and we can actually keep doing more to get the image look better. But I'm going to stop here for the now and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.